It is time for some disc golf. Welcome, everyone, to second round coverage of the 2022 Summit Spring Fling from Summit Disc Golf Association, sponsored by Birdie Disc Golf Supply Company. We're here at Portage Lakes Disc Golf Course right outside of Akron, Ohio. A lot of great courses in this area, and Portage Lakes is a fan favorite. My name is B.C Wehman, and this is Mike Knepp with me. Excited, Mike, to see how this round goes.
Excited to be here, BC. Let's take a look at these first round scores. Nick Schultz and Mark Fedorenko tied at the lead at 4 down. Matt Hill close behind at 2 under. Sam Court at 1 under. And Andy bringing up the rear +2. We got Nick Schultz out of Medina, Ohio, rated 994. He has 28 career wins. Next, we have Mark
Fedorenko.
Go ahead.
That's all right. Mark Fedorenko also shooting 4 under, looking from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, out of stater here for these Ohio guys. Hey there, Mark. Shooting a 10-25 round in that first round.
Next, we have local legend Matt Hill, not to be confused with Mike Hill, out of Clinton, Ohio, 971 rated, 2 career wins, shot 2 down, 10-10 rated first round.
All right, shuffling into the screen, Sam Court, 948 wins, looking to make it 9 today and 1 under in that first round, just over 1,000 rated.
Next, we got Andy Martin. He's on the back of the lead card at +2. Don't ever count this guy out, though. A 1,004 rated player, 37 career wins. He's going to be chasing down the pack.
All right, let's get this round kicked off. Our open players today playing long baskets to long tees or long tees to long baskets. Lots of options here. You can see as the drone goes by a par 3, 279 feet. All of our players today, the averages are for all of the divisions, shooting just over par at 3.16. Lots of trees here, Mike. Lots of trees at Portage Lakes. As you see, the drone can't even find its way through the trees. Going to be a recurring theme here. All right, Nick Schultz up first. He's getting ready to go. Oh, what a run right by the basket, Mike. That was a pretty good shot for that, getting started there.
Yeah, he pushed a little deep on that basket there.
Mark has, maybe not as familiar with this course as some of the Ohioans. Yelling 4 there, going after some of the players on the other tee pad. Good disc golf etiquette. Not quite where he wanted to be, though.
Hole 1 and hole 2 sit pretty close together here. Matt Hill connecting with the first tree on the right.
That's not the way he wanted to start his second round off. Not a bad fall, though. A lot of trees in the way, but he should have a decent shot at it. We're doing a double tap there, getting the tree on the left and on the right.
Trees happen here at Portage Lakes.
They do. And he needing a good drive. 2 over in the first round. Oh,
wow.
Boy, Nick Schultz there behind the basket, going deep.
That hit right next to the basket there, though, BC.
That's both Nick and Andy, both shots right there on place. Let's see what Matt has here.
This looks rough, BC.
He's got a lot of trees between him and there. Looks like he's stretching out a bit and try the backhand. There is not a line. Another kick almost into 2's fairway.
Looks like Sam Court's got about the same type of shot here. Pick a line, poke it through, hope it gets there.
he's okay. Hard to see where it landed, but I think he'll be here.
I didn't hear any trees.
That's a good sign. All right, Matt needing to put this in, I guess, to get par. No, he's up there. He's up there. Oh, yeah, he is right near the tee pad there. Good run at it right there.
Ooh, right over the top.
Almost an identical shot for Andy.
Andy wants to get the round started here with a birdie, try and start catching these leaders.
Okay.
Instead, he catches a tree.
Yeah, on the way there. Bridge is tough. I'm sure he's played the course many a times. 2 over. Ah, nice run by Sam. They're almost collecting his par. Asking it out. Wow, you know, Nick putts really hard. He puts a lot of power on that. I gotta imagine that more likely to happen than not if he's not right on target. Matt gets his bogey. Recover on hole 2.
Andy connects for par. As does Mark.
Nick is taking an unfortunate bogey there that I don't think he wanted to get after that chain out. Losing a stroke.
Absolutely not. All right, moving over to hole 2. More trees, just like hole 1. Tight fairway all the way up to the basket. Elevation change from tee pad to basket makes it even harder to navigate through these trees while making it up the hill. Really tough circle to hit on a drive. Hell, I struggle from the shorts to shorts.
And it looks like there's OB behind it, right? The parking lot would play OB if they go long.
That is correct. Mark Fedorenko up first. He's got a 1-stroke lead after Nick's 4. Looks like Mark's picking the forehand line. Flex. Oh, catches a tree. He's going to be short left.
I have a feeling that V tree in the middle of the fairway has been hit many, many times.
I've hit it quite a few times, BC. Next, we got Andy Martin up on the tee pad. He's going that outside hyzer gap. Catches a tree. He's over there with Mark.
I think that's the better side to be, though, right? It's a little more open on the left than on the right if you're going to kick.
Depends on how far you get left, because those trees do block the basket location on the left side there. Nick Schultz stepping up. Looks like he's a little indecisive on which putter to throw. You know, he's throwing a putter or zone or something. This guy's got a lot of power. Oh, no, he's going with the, looks like a fairway driver, high-speed driver. Trying to force it through there. Wow, he hits a gap.
Oh,
he's up there.
Nice shot. Well, that was a good choice. Good choice to go back and grab that orange fairway driver.
Looking like a Firebird here from Matt Hill. And he catches both of the V trees.
It's down. Those are back-to-back drives Matt Hill would like to have back.
Absolutely.
Sam does also taking that forehand line.
Flippy forehand gets to the base of the hill. That's all you can ask for in this hole.
Yep, he will take that.
Matt's tucked off a little bit. He's got a tree in his backhand gap. Let's see if he can put some touch on this and get it up there. Looks good. Another tree for Matt. He's going to have a long par putt.
Yeah, wrong way. Wrong way.
See, those trees are protecting this green, so he's got to throw a flip-up forehand here. And catches a tree, but gets a generous kick.
Yeah, got a kick that Nick liked. Didn't quite see where it landed, but Nick seemed to like it. Should be okay.
Andy's in trouble over here as well. Should be a pretty easy up and down, I would assume. He's up there. Sam got his drive at the base of the hill. Let's see if he can throw it in. It looks like he's just laying up.
All right. Be there though. Get his par.
Matt Hill for par. Just a bit strong.
Strong should be back-to-back bogeys for Matt.
Nick Schultz, the only birdie chance here on the card.
It's tough footing though on that hill.
It sure is. Painting circles. I slipped down that hill a couple times. Nick misses wide. Mark for the 3. Mark connects on the 3, holds his 1-stroke lead. Moving on to the hole 3. Andy for par. Andy connects on his par.
Should be able to collect his par as well.
Nick in for par. He's not happy about missing 2 birdie putts.
He just called his disc out. He just kind of talked a little trash to it. Said, stop missing.
Sure did. And Matt Hill collecting his 2nd bogey of the round. Not a great start for Matt Hill, but he can pick it back up.
All right, hole 3. We're going to go back the other way. Go back through that valley. A little bit longer hole than we had on hole 2. Par 3, 367 feet. As you can see playing just over par at 3.26. I think there's a little bit easier path to the basket than hole 2, Mike, but still all those trees in the way.
Nothing's easy out here at Portage Lakes, BC.
There is, you can see the short basket that the drone passed, and we're playing to that basket to the left, which is the long basket there that the drone mark on the box.
Whoa, boy.
Going back to 2. Might be okay if you can squeak out of there.
If you land in 2's fairway, it's a pretty wide open shot up to the long basket on 3. I've hit that tree too many times, BC.
Skipping right. Is he going to have a shot at the basket there? Or is it pretty crowded with lots of trees in the way from that
It's
side?
pretty tight. We'll see where he lands over there on 18's fairway, but there's quite a few trees between 18's fairway and the basket, that's for sure.
Nick going with that trademark towel in the left hand. Always tends to have that counterbalance weight. Not this time.
not happy with his shot there. See if Sam Court can lace one through the gap.
No one's really shown him a line yet, so he has to find one.
Join me over.
You hear Mark saying, join me. Looks like they're both over in hole 2's fairway.
Opens up.
All right, Matt Hill needs a good drive here. 2 trees in a row on 2 drives. He needs to nail this one.
There it is. This guy knows how to play this course. Yo.
He hit the gap. Caught a late tree, though.
Not a late tree. Gonna make it a tough putt, but that's got to feel better, right? After those last 2 drives, to make it 80% of the way there has to feel good.
Looks like Andy's got a nice little gap to get through up to the basket. You'll see that log kind of lines the fairway for hole 3. Quite a few shots end up over on 18's fairway where Andy is, though.
Oh!
Nearly cans it from downtown. I like it.
Can't imagine. Andy's a Prodigy player. Is that correct?
That is correct.
A2, A3, something like that.
Maybe a PA4, PA3.
Oh, Nick also. Right up there.
Nice forehand. Puts it to circle 1. Little deep, but he's in the circle.
Mark and Sam pretty close to each other. Sam's going to kind of take about the same shot. Gets it up there. He should be good.
Matt Hill needs a birdie to get his round started.
An uphill putt.
Just a little off today, BC.
Yeah, it's a little off so far. He should collect the par here, but I don't think bogey par was his ideal start for these 3 holes, especially shooting a pretty decent round in the first one.
I agree. Mark collects his par. Sam connects for par.
Did see a lot of pars. So Andy playing par golf so far, but you know he's caught up to a couple of the players because of some bogeys that have happened. Mark's still strong shooting par golf. So.
Nick connects for 3, as does Matt. Moving on to hole 4. All right, hole 4. Players are going to get a chance to stretch it out a bit, though there are still many trees on hole 4. Our first par 4 of the day, playing at 581 feet. A lot of OB on this hole, on or beyond the parking lot or road on the left. Playing is out of bounds. There is a tight gap on the right side off the fairway if you want to try and put it out into the grass. Risk reward, though, it is tight. If you catch a tree, you are way back on the fairway scrambling to try and get your birdie. Mark Fedorenko on the tee. Looks like he's going forehand, maybe?
I think so. A couple different routes you can see here. Got a forehand and a backhand. He goes forehand.
Flippy forehand.
Oh,
forces it through. Pushes it to 9's fairway. Ouch.
That is going to be unfortunate. Probably wishes he had that back. Andy, looks like, and you can see there is a Mando pole just on the upper right there, though that shouldn't affect any of our players. Looks like Andy's also going to take the forehand route.
Andy pushing through the gap. That flips perfectly.
Oh, he's going to like that.
Oh, yeah. He's out in the grass.
Thank Matt.
Let's see if anybody goes that tight right gap. I bet Nick does.
Yeah, he's looking backhand.
Anton Boss catches a tree, ends up left. Picked right, ended up left. Ooh, he's not happy.
No, not happy about that. He might be okay in that fairway, but definitely not what he wanted to have happen.
He'll be scrambling. Never
Sam's
count him
gonna
out though. He can throw a good distance.
take that same route. You can see it's a small gap with some hangling trees there.
Angling, I like that. Sam tries it, and I believe he is OB, BC.
Yeah, I think they're talking about on or beyond the path there or the parking lot, and I definitely think he's over. Matt's going to try it again. See what he does.
He's played here before.
There we go.
He's done that before. Out in the grass, he's sitting pretty.
Sneaky.
Mark, who doesn't play here often, I guess he didn't know that line. Sam Court throwing his penalty shot.
That's a good out from there. That's a pretty good distance. Still a long run, though, for birdie or for par.
Nick? Oh, that was flipping good. Mark, after his penalty stroke, will be throwing 3 here. Forehand down the road. Can he get to circle 1? Looks like it.
It does look like it. Looks like a nice shot. Didn't go long. Should have a good shot at the par.
Andy with a great drive sets himself up in good position to try and attack this basket with his second shot.
Looks like he's debating, does he go the forehand or does he go the backhand route? He's got 2 kind of gaps there.
Obi on the left, Obi behind the basket. Nice touch shot up there, but he's going to want to try and collect a birdie here and get his round started.
Take the route to the right.
I'm surprised, BC. It looks like a pretty easy forehand.
I would think so. Wide.
Yeah, this is Andy Martin we're talking about.
Oh,
Look at him.
past the short and puts it just next to the pole. What a shot.
Andy, forgive me for doubting you. Great shot.
First, I thought he was going for the wrong basket, but just nestled right in there. Matt's similar path.
There you
Similar
go, Matt.
result. In that nice new mulch.
All right, this is Sam for his par, I believe. Doink.
Yeah, after his penalty kick, that would have been for par. Nick.
Nick gets his par. I guess we missed his upshot there.
He had that second tree hit after his
Yeah.
drive. Yeah, that's right. We did miss the third shot. Mark, he's going for par as well.
That's fine too.
Mark
right, good
saves his
recovery.
par.
They're tapping in right now, so.
Matt Hill to get his birdie.
There you go, Matt.
And on. Oh, Andy. Andy looks like he collected a second shot CTP there. He's excited.
Sure did.
With that beautiful shot, nestled right underneath the basket, gets on the board with a birdie.
He barked that.
All right, here we go, hole 5. One of the first of many holes that's going to bring water into play here at Portage Lakes Disc Golf Course. Par 3, 343 feet. You can see plays a little bit over par. Part of it's because this basket, as you're seeing, that's right on the water's edge. That's pretty close to the edge. So it takes a nice touch shot. Don't go too far. Decent path. We'll see what they do here.
Andy Martin on the tee after collecting his birdie. That looks good, BC.
Yeah, it's looking buttery. All right, right outside circle's edge. Not bad. Got to run at it, though. Did you run that putt, Mike? I mean, you're there, your circle's edge. Do you try for the birdie, or do you just take your par?
Oh, I'm laying up there. You know Andy's not, though.
He is not, probably. All right, Matt Hill coming off a back-to-back bogeys, getting that birdie. Let's see if he's on track.
It's flipping a little, BC. Oh, right into a tree, but Center fairway should have it pretty easy up and down.
I would think he lays up as well. And then corrects it. Taking the forehand.
That's the route I prefer on this hole. Oh, did it flip enough? Yeah, he's parked on the short.
Oh, he is really parked on the short, right there underneath the short basket.
I was underneath the basket round one.
Yeah, he's happy with it. Let's see if Nick can get through this gap here.
Oh, no, very low.
Nick's struggling a little bit here. Start of the second round. Let's see if he can turn it on.
Court trying to follow what Andy did earlier and get it right there. Circle's edge or a little past. Fighter.
Whoa. Sam's over by the dog park, it looks like. This is a tricky upshot here, BC.
He doesn't want to send it too far, just got to get it right under. Oh, a little off. Yeah, that is not.
It got in his head, BC.
Yeah, that water's tough. Now I gotta imagine. See if he tries a bit of a little jump putt or just a little backhand touch shot. Not too far.
Oh, that looks good, Matt. Nice control.
That'll do. Send it right towards our catch cam guy hanging out there in the back. Shout out to Heiser Flip Productions.
Oh, Sam got a generous kick. He's right here in the fairway.
Okay.
Hits up. Good speed. Oh yeah, great shot.
All right. Let's see if Mark. He's still sitting alone in first place. Wind. Probably a layup, I would imagine.
I bet he wishes we were playing that short basket. Oh, we got a fisher. Trying to ice Mark here. Nice up. Good run. Ooh.
You know, it didn't even look like he tried much there. It kind of looked like he just tossed it out there, but he played the wind well and almost got it in.
Agreed.
Right
Andy for his birdie. Whoa. That's not good. I think he let the wind take that one a little bit over the top of the basket. I wonder if that rolled into the hazard. Sam in for par.
Doesn't seem to. I think he is putting for par. Oh no.
Nope.
He
was
must
OB.
have went in the water. What an unfortunate roll for him. Wow.
CBC, I told you, I would have laid up there.
That is unfortunate. Getting back on track after a couple of struggles here from some of the players to lose a stroke again for Andy.
Matt Hill in for par.
You see why this par 3 plays above par. We got two players on a pretty straightforward 367-foot shot getting bogeys. Two top-rated, almost 1,000-rated players between Nick and Andy. So par 5 taking its toll.
Played Against Sports in Cuyahoga Falls has one of the biggest selections of discs, new and used, and disc golf accessories in all of Northeast Ohio. They have the top brands, the biggest selection of the newest releases, and those special edition hard-to-find discs. They carry Innova, Discraft, MVP, Legacy, Dynamic Discs, Westside Discs, Infinite, Castoplast. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. They even carry Dyno Discs. Those easy-to-fly and low-weight discs that are perfect for the kids or grandma to get them on the course and help grow the sport. Played Against Sports has more than just Frisbees. They carry hats, towels, minis, bags, carts, you name it. Anything that can get you on the course and help you throw better. All right, well, they're not going to help with your form, but they're going to have you looking like a pro no matter how good your game is. It is not just disc golf equipment here at Played Against Sports Cuyahoga Falls. They have new and used sporting goods equipment from every single sport that you and your family love, including a lot of these great sports you see here in the store every day. Golf. Not put all three in. Baseball. Exercise equipment. Play It Again Sports in Cuyahoga Falls is located at 661 Howe Avenue, Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. You can call the store anytime at 330-922-0606.
All right, hole 6. Hole 6 is another par 4, 601 feet with OB Road on the left and OB water on the right, with another basket near the water's edge. One of the more difficult holes at Portage Lakes. Players ideally want to land just down this hill and past the short tee as far as possible, setting up a fairly difficult second shot to give them a chance of birdie, though most will be happy taking a par in this hole.
They're about to start driving.
All right, we got Matt Hill on the tee.
Stable right now. Yeah.
Pretty sure that was identical to my
Looks
last
like he
try.
hit the gap. He's over there on the left side, close to the road.
I think he'll like that.
Fedorenko on the tee. Through the gap, can it turn? Fade back.
Exactly where I was round
Into the
1.
fairway.
It kicked left and then hit the middle tree and kicked straight down. Yeah, I always saw when it was falling down.
Same cord up on the tee here.
Do a good start. A lot of trees right off the tee there, but they're hitting their gaps.
He's going towards that left side. Let's hope he got down there. There he is.
Okay.
He should be able to poke around the corner from there. He's not happy with it though.
Andy and Nick can do coming off their bogeys on par 5.
That looks good, BC.
Oh, that is a nice looking shot.
Saucy. Wow, look at that generous roll.
What a nice roll forward. That's about 20 feet, 25 feet that he gained on that roll down the hill right in the middle of the fairway.
BC, I wish I could put it there from this tee pad.
I wish I could put it there from the short tee pad.
Nick Schultz, let's see if he can match Andy there.
Anger on that drive, Nick. Let's
Oh,
go.
wow.
Oh, circles edge of the short basket. Wow, what a shot from the long tee from Nick Schultz.
I'm speechless, BC. That was a great shot.
Yeah, we were so excited with Andy's roll, and that just flew right over top of it. All right, Mark has a bit of a forward, and he's got to get way down there past all those trees. Avoid that water on the right.
This is a really tricky basket location back there. Tucked along the water. Oh, what a generous tree kick. Up.
Double fortunate.
Gave and take away at the same hole. Gave him a great skip forward, but then another tree ended that.
Yeah, if he didn't catch that second tree, he might have been in the water there, though, BC.
Probably take that then. Sam has to the left of that similar shot. Maybe a little easier.
Not a bad spot to flip up a forehand through that gap. Get through. Oh, yeah, Sam's over there.
Okay, about 50, 60, maybe a little farther out, but not bad outside of circle.
All right, looks like we got Matt Hill next.
Matt looks like he's going backhand. Is he a predominantly backhand player, Matt Hill?
I'd say he throws Mostly backhands on the course.
Oh, come on.
Great shot, Matt. Gets to
Oh,
circle
my.
one.
Six.
Beautiful.
What a shot. What a good shot from there. Andy taking a measure at the distance.
Andy really put his up there in a good spot. That looks like a pretty easy up and down, just a little backhand. Make sure you don't overturn it. Put it into the water. Let's see if he can put it in circle one and get his round going here with a birdie. He needs it.
That roll took that tree that's immediately to his right out of play for this hole. I think that really helped him out.
Absolutely. Releases his A3. Oh, catches a late tree near the basket. He'll still have a jump putt, looks like, for his birdie.
Like it was heading right towards the basket.
Look at Nick putting it to circle's edge on the short basket on his drive.
Too low. Too low. Come on, get those.
And he overpowers it a little bit. Wow, okay. He can hit that putt.
He can, but it's definitely not, given his drive, not where he wanted to be on that second shot.
I don't think so. Yeah, absolutely not. Fedorenko.
Do it.
Better sit. Great shot. Hits the mulch. Sits.
Take off.
Is that for his par?
Yep, that should be for his par after this
Yeah, it's good. Full on park. Trying for park jobs.
brand new mulch. Tournament director Regis Stump, Dave Erds, court director, really making the course look nice here at Portage Lake Disc Golf Course. Helping Mark out that time.
Absolutely. Sam puts it in the circle.
So should finish out with his par. We got our 2 birdie attempts here. Andy not quite as close as I thought. He's still outside there a bit.
Andy needs this birdie if he wants to start chasing these leaders down.
Decide which side of that tree is the best for him.
Up and oh,
Wow, what
that
an
was
unfortunate
in and out. Nick Schultz for birdie.
eyes. And he
gets it.
does.
Yeah, Nick.
Sticks that birdie putt. Man, Andy probably wishes he had that putt back. So close. Nick being the only one to take a birdie on this difficult par 6.
Nick's definitely happy with that one.
You don't have a stat Mando here, Mike, but I got to imagine there were not a lot of birdies. Matt Hill taking a birdie as well. My apologies. Not a lot of birdies on this hole, though we did have 2 on this card.
Very tricky hole for sure. What a beautiful basket setting, though.
My hard-working par man.
Shout out
So-
to Stefan Mahali for all his hard work on hole 6 here at Portage Lakes. This long basket and this entire fairway down here looks a whole lot better.
Speaking of long fairways, hole 7, par 3, 378 feet. You can see here playing under par. It's pretty much a straight shot. There is a Mando on the right-hand side by the short tee. Pretty much a straight hand shot down this fairway. Players are going to want their disc go straight, kind of curve right here at the end, nestle under that basket, hopefully give them a nice shot at that birdie.
Matt Hill on the tee after his birdie. Pushes his Halo Destroyer through the gap. He's over there putting. Good shot.
Got that birdie from there.
And we got Nick Schultz.
1 over for the day so far through 6 holes.
I'll wait for the truck.
Gotta have a mental game here at Portage Lakes. There is a lot of cars in the background, a lot of pedestrians walking by, fishermen boats, or boats as we saw earlier. So really a lot of distractions sometimes.
Absolutely.
Come on, let's go. Get a flare. Get a
They
Nice.
call him for a flare. He gets to, looks like circle's edge. That looks good, Mark.
Oh, come on.
I niced him.
Hard-working par man.
Yeah, you did nice of in there. You must have caught a tree at the end. You can tell that frustration. Looking pretty. Let's see what we can do here.
It's got a little too much turn. It's looking like he's going to be parking the short basket there.
Looks pretty straight, like he was heading towards the our catch cam.
Looks like Andy's waiting for the hole ahead of him to finish putting so he can throw. Andy releases his X2. It's looking good. Overstable, high-speed driver. Puts it to circle one. Look at that.
Right there. Even gave it a shot, sliding up under the basket there.
Sorry, Mark. Caught that tree. I niced you. Let's see if he can throw it in from it. Not quite. It was a good layup, though.
Good a run enough. Should get a par. We're going to have some birdie attempts here. Long one for Sam.
Sorry. We'll have a song made out of it.
Under the basket.
Nick Schultz for birdie.
Not low, though.
Doink.
Little low, little low. Let's see if Matt can take advantage of that putt and stroke.
Oh, he's getting iced right here by this truck.
Look at that. Matt Hill pulling into a tie with Nick Schultz and only one stroke behind Mark now.
Nice birdie, Matt.
Especially after starting bogey. Matt's put together several nice holes.
There you go, Andy. Nice birdie there.
He's still trying to find even for the day, though. After round +2. Then Sam finishes off his par.
Mark collecting his par as well.
As will Nick. Once again, shout out to Heiser Flip Productions, Jay Asefi, Gabriel Lidderdale, and Kyle Miller helping put all this amazing footage together.
All right, hole 8, 335 feet, par 3, averaging 2.86 today. This is one you really got to get on this layout here. Definitely OB behind the basket, so you want to control your shot. Try to get it to circle one, give yourself a birdie chance.
Once they all get down there, just take off. Get a head start.
No ceiling from those guardian trees. A little easier in the spring, though, without all the leaves on the trees to get this.
Absolutely.
Higher.
Matt calling that for an air bounce there.
A little too low.
Or burner.
Yeah, a little too low. But it's tough. That's part of the tough part here is you can't really send it super huge and wide because those trees will protect it.
Agreed. Andy, that was good out of the hand. Get flare.
Good slide.
Couple flares. He's on circle's edge, it looks like.
Me? Sounds like he is. Yeah, it's you, Nick.
It's you, Nick.
Birdie on the last one. Miss it.
That looks good out of his hand.
A little better than.
Good tree at the end. Looks like he's in the circle.
A little shorter, just behind those two trees. Right
We're waiting a second here.
Looks like we
Don't
got
feel it.
somebody from 07 in the middle of the fairway there.
Yeah, I'm clueless.
There it is.
Wide. That's looking good.
That's it. Nice tree.
Good tree at the end.
Right there. Mark showing no signs of not knowing this course as well as our 4 Ohio players. Really playing a decent round so far. 4 under for the day.
Absolutely. Sam, another worm burner. He'll be up there with Matt.
Yeah, he's lost a few strokes. He's having a tough front 9 of the second round.
Two courses in that?
Let's hope he turns it on the back.
Sometimes the faster it is, not the better. He wins.
Oh no, I just need to
Side of him.
Yep. Even if they're overstable.
Little known fact about Sam, he is ambidextrous. He can throw with both right and left hand. I can't.
Up, gets it under the basket. All right, I think Andy probably definitely going to take a run at this. Let's see if he can shave another stroke off that score.
He's a little further outside circle 1 than I thought he was. Just a little low.
All right, both of these players much closer.
That's true.
Both have great looks, Nick and Mark, for that bird.
Oh, Mark, you gotta get it up to get it in.
Poppers distract you.
Yeah, I should have waited for that.
There, so we just talked about, right? We talked already. A lot of distractions. There's a lot of people in the background there. Looks like or something, not sure. A little distracted. That's unfortunate.
See Dave Ernst in the back there. Caddy extraordinaire. I think he's got 2 bags on his back and his front.
Look at Dave go. Dave Ernst, course director, Portage Lakes, does an amazing job. His Adopt-A-Hole program, as we talked about, really making this course look beautiful and getting ready for the Spring Fling.
Absolutely. Nice putt, Nick. Great birdie. We got a tie at the lead now, folks. Nick Schultz and Mark Fedorenko both have 4 down. Andy Martin in for his par. Same on to hole 9.
Heading into hole 9. Speaking of that Adopt-A-Hole program, Mike Knepp, you know this hole. It's a hole that you take care of. Heading into
Absolutely.
hole 9 here. They're taking the walk across the street. Hole 9 is going to be our first par 5 of the day. This is a long hole, Mike. Really far. Lots of trees in the way. Might be, I don't know, toughest hole in the course. You can see right now that gap they're looking at here. Par 5, 722 feet with about 722,000 trees between you and the basket. You can see the drone taking it up here. Where do they want to get their ideal shot at off the drive, you think?
If you can get up there near the short pad on your drive and stay in the middle, you're in good shape. If you can't, good luck. It's trees the whole way down.
So
I'll tell
ideally
you
right
what.
where that drone was, you can see it coming back around here. Still lots of trees in the way, making it all the way back to that basket, which has some OB road on the right-hand side.
It's tricky. Nick Schultz up on the tee.
Oh.
Catches a tree. Ever since I adopted this whole BC, I've had 3 birdies here, so
Oh, some karma. Some karma for taking care of the fairways, cleaning up the debris. Really, you can see a lot of trees fall in this course, so really clean fairways. Matt gets a forehand. Oh, there he goes with a forehand.
he's tucked off to the right side. It might have a tricky upshot there.
Like a smoothie.
That'll play.
Nice shot.
Thanks.
See if Andy can lace one through the gap here.
This is about just trying to take distances in chunks, right? It's 722 feet, but so many trees, just getting it as far as possible with hitting as few trees.
Absolutely. That looks pretty good. No, yeah, looks like he dissed down and just put it straight down the middle.
Yeah, that is a good spot. He'll be very happy with that drive. Let's see what Mark can do here on this hole. He's been playing a lot of forehands off the tee. So.
I like the forehand on this hole. Lets you flip it up through the gap, gives you a little more room to play. Backhand, you got to put too much anhyzer on it to try and get it to stay on the right side. He goes with a skip flare shot.
That's fine.
May not have been his intention,
better than
but thankfully,
what
once
should
again,
be.
that clear fairway, Mike, allowed him to kind of ride down there, got some of those leaves going. It's not what he wanted, though. Taking the backhand play. He's
It's a
gonna be joining
tree.
Nick on the left-hand side. Let's just hope there is that road on the left-hand side does play OB. None of them skipped over there. Emma's close with not a lot to look at there, other than trees. That's a tough lot.
So tempting to go left side over the road, try and get past all the trees, but if you don't make it back in bounds, you're throwing from right where you threw it. So,
You know, it's
Like
funny, his
he's-
ambidextry, I thought maybe a left-hand backhand might come in play to there as well.
absolutely. Well, he started throwing left-handed when he was injured last year. In fact, he had signed up for a tournament at MPO, then dropped to MA2, which was odd to me. I reached out to him. He said he was injured and he was throwing with his opposite arm. To be expected. So, if I threw with my right arm, I'm an MA1 player. If I throw with my left arm, I'm MA4 at best.
I was going to say, for him to drop down only to MA2 opposite hand feels almost unfair.
He ended up playing MA1 in that event. All right. Well, he pokes it up there.
Again, it's a par 5, so they got some strokes to play with, but you got to get it in the spot that gives you another shot. I think that's part of this. Getting a placement to give you the next shot.
This one's tricky here. It's just such a tricky gap. That second shot is so tough through that gap up there.
Nick skipping left on the first shot, skipping right on the second shot off those trees. Mark taking the forehand route. He's in bounds, but definitely not a spot. Maybe he can take a look at that with that forehand going around the trees on that one.
That's me.
These trees sure take a beating on this fairway at BC, I'll tell you what.
You can see we're still not at the short tee pad, which is just a little bit in front of the stick.
Sam flipping it up through the gap, just trying to put himself up there in good position for an up and down. He should be able to get up and down from there.
Yeah, that's a nice shot. He'll like that. He missed a lot of trees. Got a good little roll at the end. Going to give him a... should get a par out of this. Matt, as you said, tucked in a little bit. It's 10 feet to the left. Way better shot. It's going to be a tough one.
It's a tricky shot from there. You really got to force over a forehand or try and put some touch on a backhand that'll flip through the gap and then come back, fade back towards the basket. Not an easy shot. He goes with the forehand. Looks like he's just trying to get it back up towards the middle up there. Successful. Good shot, Matt. All right. Up to Andy here. He's just before that short pad on his drive, it looks like.
Pretty center of the fairway. As you said, this down, got himself a nice spot, giving him a good opening for the second shot.
And he's just playing this hole with whatever it'll give him. He's just keeping it in the middle. Try not to make any mistakes, hit trees. If you get in the rough here, it is rough.
Well, you can see he has taken 2 straight discs pretty much down the fairway, nothing crazy, and is the only one that's going to not be really struggling as the rest of these players are bouncing left and right.
It's best to play conservative on this hole. I mean, once you start to try and overpower a disc, you catch a tree, you can kick way left or right. Left, you're going OB. Right, you're going into jail. I mean, this is just a tough fairway.
Fading the shot. Not the disc of choice here. Give himself some footing. Slippery with all those leaves. You never know the wetness underneath there.
Absolutely. Looks like he's going roller.
Oh, God.
Not the best choice.
He got up there a little bit, but yeah, I don't think it was as he intended. Mark, a little to the left of him.
Looks like Mark might be pushing up the road.
I think I heard a smack.
Yep, he hit an early tree. Still out. Forehand through the gap, looking good. Oh yeah, way to go.
Oh, there
Mark.
we go. Nice up by Mark. Gives himself a run at that. Taking a similar path, getting up there.
Nice shot, Nick. Still has a long putt for 4 or 5, I believe.
I think that is for his par. He had a couple of tree hits.
Matt with
Matt
a tricky lie.
Lane 3. This is to get him in place for the par. Might be lane 2. Keep track of that.
It's hard to lose track even of your own throws when you're walking down this fairway, BC.
Good point, especially going left and right. Let's see. He's going to try a bit of a backhand turn over here.
No, catches a limb. He'll be over by the short basket. Sam Court, forehand, up shot.
Oh, nice tree bounce. Nice catch.
The banks are open.
All right, Matt's going to have a pretty similar shot. Here.
Into circle 1.
You know Andy's lane 2, so he is by far, this is to give him a shot at the birdie if he can get up close. Is.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Nick with the par save putt from way outside the circle. Nice putt.
He needed that one.
Yeah, he did not want to lose another stroke heading into a very scoreable hole 10.
Mark with the par. There's nothing wrong with a par here on hole 9.
Now, I think they'll both take it, especially after the amount of trees each of them hit. I think they're happy to walk away with the par, and I know that Andy's very happy to walk away with that birdie.
Andy back to even par. Look out. Don't ever count Andy out. Matt in for the par as well.
All right, we got 4 pars and 1 birdie to finish off. That's our first half of the final round, 9 holes. Nick and Mark tied at 4 under. You can see there Matt at 3 under, Andy pulling up to even, Sam at 2 over. I'm excited, Mike, to see how the second half of the Summit Spring Fling, brought to you by Summit Disc Golf Association and Birdie Disc Golf Supply Company, works out.